All right, so we'll take you back. We're racing the Tour du Pont, which for those of you who don't know that race, it was the predecessor to like the Tour of California. Not the same company, but it was our national stage race. You know, it was like a 10-day stage race on the East Coast, 1992. Phil was on Motorola. Phil Anderson. It's another interjection of a Phil Anderson story, but you'll hear why. So we're team like goes for the attack and just comes flying up the inside of the pack to clear it before making this tight corner. But it was like not even a normal sized road around the park. It seemed a little bit narrower, and he goes flying through the corner and just misses the corner and up against the hedge and high sides and like flips over the hedge. So he like disappears over. And we're all like, what? And Phil rides up and just pulls over, sits up, hand on the top and just shaking his hand like in good Italian, and he just goes, "Amateur!" like that. And we were just all cracking up. And so when I was thinking about some type of a segment, I thought that we have a new segment which is called the amateur segment. And of course, if you bring up an amateur move, you have to say the amateur with some real flair. So if we see something that seems like a bit of an amateur move, we're going to have to call out the amateur. Yeah, so that's the segment. I have my first one that I'm going to nominate as we were watching the tour stage yesterday, stage 20, and Myro Schmid was leading the peloton in some type of a super tuck and just came around the corner and just crashed himself and just slid out, lost the back end, and, flew. And luckily he was okay. And amazingly, everybody behind him hit the brakes and was able to get around him, and nobody else crashed. But if you're at the front of the tour and leading in your super tuck, you may want to come out of the tuck so you don't end up crashing out in front of TV. So that was my amateur move.